So I got this tire, and you're probably like, what in a Ross clot am I gonna do with a tire? Well, I'm turning it into a couch. These are my Pinterest inspirations, so we're making it come true. Cause yeah, I got these wooden tops from Lowe's. There were like only 2 left, so I lucked out with that. And as you can see, I dropped the freaking tire on my hand. Had to cry, laugh it out, and yeah, it was pretty painful. But you know, I couldn't dwell on that too long because I ain't a bitch. I had to get back to work. So I don't know why I thought gluing these tops to the tire would work. Like I used wood glue, but it was not sticking. So what I did was I took this bed sheet and basically wrapped it around the tire. And the goal was to wrap it around and tie it so that the tops would stay in place. And then staple it so that it is even more secure. Like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but we're just winging it. I got really staple happy. I was just stapling it like never before. There's so many staples in this tire, but it worked out. And then when I turned it over, I realized like the top piece was shifting, so I did the same thing by stapling around the perimeter just so that the wood piece can be secure. And I had to test it out, make sure that it was sturdy, everything was okay, like I could at least sit on it, and it was Gucci. So then I started working on the backing because I wanted my chair to have a back. I used some leftover boxes that I got from Dollar General. The manager was so nice to let me get their recyclables, so I just, snagged a couple boxes. And that's what I'm using for my back. I used about 3 that I glued together, but later on I ended up using more so that it's sturdier. Then I moved on to the bedding because obviously you want your chair, your couch to have some kind of cushion. I cut out 1 and then I cut out 2 because I realized that with 1 I could still feel the wood piece underneath, and I didn't want to feel that. So with 2 it made it a lot more softer, and I'm just testing it out here and it was perfect. I was so happy. So here I'm just figuring everything out, making sure everything works. I added some more scrap pieces to the backing so it's sturdier, and stay tuned for part 2 when this is finished. So this is part 2 of the tire transformation. As you guys can see, I added a 3rd layer of cushion just because I wanted some extra comfort. And then here I'm just attaching the back. If you do decide to do this, use a sturdier backing piece than cardboard because it wasn't that sturdy. And here I'm just putting on a blanket, and don't mind my hair. It was wash day. If you say anything about my hair, you're anti-black. I was definitely giving negra ice spice, like como se dice, don't play with it. I'm fake Dominican, period. Anyways, I got this blanket from Target. It was like $27, but the guy gave me a discount, so I got it for $21, period. And I'm just stapling the fabric around. There was like no real method of how I did it. And then I had a dance break. Had to shake some hips a little. But yeah, I wish I could have showed you guys how I did the sides, but I realized my recording, I was in frame, but the chair was not. But basically, I did it in a way so that the side seams were like flush, and I used a combination of staples and fabric glue. This is how it's looking. It's super cute. I had to push it to the corner because when you sit on it, the backing is kind of like, it's not as sturdy as it could be. So when it's against the wall, it's a lot better to sit on. And then with like the leftover blanket fabric, I just made a little pillow to go with it. And I even just stuffed the pillow with the exact same blanket because I had a lot of scrap pieces left. And this is how it turned out. It was super cute. I think in the future that I will add some legs just to give it a little bit more, just to give it some height, because right now it's kind of giving dog bed. So yeah. But thanks for watching.